Springfield Police Department says it's leading an effort to bring an important program to the Ozarks. It wants to improve interactions between law enforcement and people with disabilities or communication challenges. SPD says it's partnering with several other departments in the region to bring in the Blue Envelope program. People in the program will have a blue envelope. It will have all the details of their communication needs or disabilities. It also holds their important documents like a copy of their driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance. They can hand it directly to an officer during a traffic stop or emergency. That will make it easier for the officer to appropriately adjust to their needs. This morning, an autism specialist with the Arc of the Ozarks shared a story. Her grown son is deaf and has autism. Police pulled him over for a broken taillight, and she watched from the passenger seat with worry.
He looks like a typical adult man. And as he was reaching for his phone and his hands were getting big, I thought, oh my gosh, we haven't taught him what to do in this situation. And as the officers approached, they were a little concerned.
Well, the Blue Envelope program is voluntary. You can find the envelopes and resources inside the Springfield Police Department's public lobbies. They're also available at several local organizations, including the Arc of the Ozarks, Abilities First, and Burrell Behavioral Health.